everybody. Welcome to the Section 325 podcast.
The second half.
The second half.
We are ready for football.
We are.
The day has come.
I wasn't going to say anything, guys. I lost a tooth. Have my braces off. The tooth's been there on the bracket, but don't make fun of me. But I'm Hillbilly Sean today. Missing a tooth, so try and be nice on your comments.
The true story is he got beat up. Kid stole his lunch money in the cafeteria. So
he may have been 4, maybe not. He's got me. But anyway, I'm so
that just getting it out of the bag.
Just letting it out now, letting you know I'm not embarrassed about it. It's just part of life. Sometimes we lose teeth. So here I am.
Yeah, here we are, and here we are, ready for some football. That's all I have to think about.
We're here, week 1. We've been counting it down for, oh gosh.
It's
anyway,
Tuesday, so
since
2 days
February,
away.
We've been counting it down. Those are true football fans. This is the best time of the year. It does suck summer's ending and all that, but there's no greater sport than NFL football. College football's a close second. Football is the best sport. And so we're going to break it down for you. We're going to get right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Yeah, let's do it. It is 2 days away. It's Tuesday, so I'm just counting down. That's all I'm doing.
So here's our season projections, and then we're going to pick from the bag
again.
Here we go.
Yeah, so I know the last few episodes been kind of doing, for example, I'll go first. Will this team have an MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, etc.? So Head Coach of the Year, whatever. So I picked the Commanders, not the AKA Redskins. And actually, I am going to say Jalen Daniels, he could get the Rookie Offensive Player of the Year. I'm going to go with that.
Jalen Daniels, Rookie of the Year.
He's been playing great in the preseason.
Yeah, he's looked good. Now,
and like you say, he kind of looks like a Lamar Jackson.
He does look like a Lamar Jackson, but who can actually throw the ball. I don't think Lamar has the best accuracy, but Lamar is dangerous either way. And but this guy seems to have it all. He seems to really, really have it all. And if you look at Florida State, they are struggling right now without a quarterback. The guy they have can't even hit a wide open receiver in the end zone. I don't need to tell you Florida State fans what's going on there, but yeah. So Jalen Daniels is the real deal.
Yeah. So that I think he could win it for sure. At least a runner-up.
Well, he's got Bobby Wagner over on the other side. He could prove himself one last year. The Buffalo Bills.
That's a good one. You could go a couple rounds.
Absolutely. I'd say this is the year that Josh gets MVP.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is a stud muffin. He is a great athlete, and I think even better guy. He looks like a guy you'd want to hang out with,
Yeah.
He's
a cool guy.
He seems like a cool guy. So yeah, Josh Allen could be the MVP of our league.
It could be his year.
No, I didn't pick the Bills to win the division. I picked the Jets. But who knows? The Bills could win it. They just had that year a couple years ago where when they were in the playoffs with the Chiefs, and each team was like in the last few minutes and overtime were just scoring like.
That was just a great game to watch.
It was so incredible.
I think Davis had 4 touchdowns that game.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
But I felt like, the Bills are hungry. Next year's their year. They were my pick, and
that's the crazy thing about football too. Like every year, Chiefs are everyone's favorite. Are they going to do a 3-peat? But they might surprise us and may not even make the playoffs. It could happen.
They almost didn't last year.
Yeah, it could happen to any team.
Yeah, because even the Broncos beat them. Remember?
Yeah, we did, finally, after 8 years.
All right, well, let's move on. We can't talk about the Broncos. Nobody will watch our show. But anyway.
Probably not. No, I don't know.
Yeah, but they're going to get better. They got a great Bo Nix at quarterback, so they're on their way. Will this team win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years?
Easy yes or no. Ooh, Steelers. You know what? I don't think so. Not right now. Honestly, they've been great with Tomlin as head coach. He hasn't had a losing season in 20 years or whatever, how long he's been coaching now. But I just think, sure, Russell is their number 1 QB right now. Is does he still have the magic? That's the question. Let's see by week 5. Ask me this question. See if this is a decent year for him to where Russell can be their quarterback for the next, let's say, 5 years. But right now, I say no.
If Russell can be that guy, I mean, realistically, the Steelers have the second most Super Bowls of all time. They've been a perennial playoff team, dominating the 70s, had a little run there in the 2000s, and lost in 95, I think it was, to the Cowboys, 90-something. And, they're a good franchise, and I think their coach is really good. I know I got some flack from some of you guys for saying he might be the best coach ever, and they're saying, oh, he can't beat the Ravens. Well, look out, because with Russell Wilson, I believe they're going to win the division. I've already said this. Russell Wilson is the quarterback. Russell Wilson has nothing to lose. He's got all the money in the world. They already counted him out.
Money.
He does have Denver's money. I'm surprised they can even afford jerseys for everybody. But anyway, the Steelers could very well win a Super Bowl with either Russell Wilson, but I still think the backup,
Justin
Fields. Yeah. I still think Justin Fields can be a really good quarterback, and who knows?
Yeah,
we're definitely going to find out. But I think the Steelers could win a Super Bowl.
Let's put an asterisk on this one and ask me this at week 5.
Week 5, yeah.
Because I want to see Russell in action first in a regular season before I can make the decision. Just like the Denver should have before giving him a contract.
There's a couple stuck together here. Oh, go ahead and get that one. The Eagles.
In 5 years.
In 5 years, the Eagles definitely can win a Super Bowl in 5 years. I think the good news is even if the Cowboys win the division and they play them in the playoffs, they'll get past Cowboys because they can't win in the playoffs. But the Eagles, they seem to, in the last, recent history, starting when they lost their starting quarterback,
Carson
Wentz. He went out, and then this no-name guy comes in, leads them to the Super Bowl over the Patriots. What's that guy's name?
Nick Foles.
That's
what I'm here for. I'm here to help them out on names.
But look at their wide receiver core, running back, their defense. They got Carter coming back for his year 2.
Well, they could win this year.
They could win it this year, and they have a legit team. It's not all about their quarterback. I think he's good, but they have a legit team, and so the Eagles, they have just as big a chance as anybody in football to go to Super Bowl and win it. So I would say yes, they would definitely win a Super Bowl. Yep. Quarterback still be on the team in 2 years. Ooh, I like this one.
I know. It's a kind of a common trend going on now.
It's like coaches. Quarterbacks are like coaches. If you don't win, you're out.
Daniel Jones. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
It's funny. I was playing Madden the other day, and I'm a little bit farther into my seasons, and I don't know. I think I was playing the Chargers or something, and all of a sudden Daniel Jones was the quarterback. Like even Madden simulations has put Daniel Jones not as their quarterback for the Jets or Giants. So yeah, he's not going to be with the team.
Yeah, he's just not very good. I haven't seen him play that much, but when Seattle played him on Monday Night Football last year, I was like, this guy is pathetic. Patriots.
They got a new guy.
Yeah, but they named
a Brit. Yeah, what's his name?
Oh no. He was the backup with the Colts. He's been the backup with Cleveland.
Starts with a B. His last name.
Okay, we may have to look something up here. Anyway, Burkett.
Man, I'm sorry, guys.
This is how bad it is. He will not be the starting quarterback in 2 years. If we can't remember his name.
Well, they did draft a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, they have a young guy.
I think he will be the starter.
But since that guy, Burkett, whatever his name is,
I think it sounds right,
is the starter.
Jacoby.
Yeah. Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. We did it together. We made this happen.
It took a while.
He will not be the starter in 2 years. So
yeah, no.
Sorry, bud.
He's been kind of bouncing back and forth, I think, as backup quarterback. So
next, this team will be carried by the defense.
Offense
quarterback, head coach, or another player?
or another player.
Oh, okay. So we're breaking it down.
Yeah,
What
breaking
they're
it
going to be
down.
led by.
Just who's their team player? Who's
I
their
should have let you read that one.
Cincinnati Bengals. So I think the Bengals will be led by Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
He's coming off with his bleached hair. He's Mr. Slim Shady right now.
Is
if
the
he
wrist
has,
okay?
if his hand, I think it is.
Hand, wrist?
Yeah, if his throwing hand is good, and if Chase can get his contract signed, they will have a good year. And yeah, Joe Burrow will be the team to carry it.
It's interesting how
Or be carried to the team.
Chase did his holdout completely different from anybody
It was
else.
a hold in.
He played during the whole preseason so he wouldn't get injured. So he's in shape. He did it smart.
Oh, I think so too. And that's how you should do it.
As soon as the preseason is over, he shows up 15 minutes late to practice in shorts, like, not going to practice till you guys pay me. I want 1 penny more than Justin Jefferson. Is that true? Did he really ask for 1 penny more?
I don't know. Well, the funny thing is Ohio have state tax? You got to look into that because I think Minnesota does. And so Jefferson has to pay more in state taxes versus like CD Lamb in Texas. He doesn't have to pay state taxes. So technically, CD Lamb is the most net paid receiver.
Yeah, good for CD.
So good for CD Lamb. Thinking it smart. I know it's state tax there in Texas.
All right, I don't want to look.
I'll look.
The Rams. Here we go. Yeah, I would say I think we know what they have in their quarterback. I mean, he's getting up there. He's just going to be one of those solid guys, still one of the top 20 quarterbacks in the league. In Stafford, that is. They definitely have one of the best head coaches. But, you know, when you lose a player like Aaron Donald, what identity do you have on defense? So I would say if they're going to be carried this year, it's going to be their defense. And so I'm kind of curious to see how that defense is going to be without Aaron Donald.
Okay.
He retired and beat Shady in a foot race. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, who's that guy? Was that running back? Shady McCoy?
Sean McCoy? Deshaun. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Yeah, but they used to call him Shady McCoy was his nickname.
That's the next question.
How will this team win a Super Bowl this year?
Ooh, how? Yeah, how?
Win more games than everybody else.
What if I get the Panthers in this one? Oh, Dolphins. Okay.
Mm.
Because Panthers, I couldn't have an answer for you. Dolphins. Well, Tyreek Hill earlier this week has said that this is the best offensive team that he has seen since being there. So, I mean, nothing is. They still have Tua. They have Hill. They have Waddle. They have a speedy backfield still.
Their coach looks like he's dealing cocaine.
Yeah, his coach looked like he came from like managing a Best Buy to now he's a character in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
he's getting that Florida sun for sure. But I think that's why they win the team. Nothing has changed. They improved. They haven't lost any of those players. So, yeah, all they have to do is just make it into win a playoff game, and then
I think
continue to doing that, and then win a Super Bowl.
I think the team is good. I think I just don't think Tua is that great of a quarterback. But if they're going to go to the Super Bowl, I think it's a combination for me for this with this team. Can their head coach? He's dynamic and all that. And he's interesting and he's charismatic, but for some reason he can't get his team to show up in big games.
Yeah,
they can't beat teams with winning records or winning the playoffs. And why is that? Is he getting out coached? I just don't know. So for me, it's a two-headed monster. I think it's the head coach and Tua because I think Tua's good enough to get him there. So maybe I should just put it all on Daniels and say, is he a good enough coach to beat teams with winning records? So if they're going to go to the Super Bowl, it's all going to land on those two guys.
One pick?
Say. Yeah.
No, real quick.
The Browns.
Oh, that could definitely.
Deshaun Jackson. That's it right there. He's been injured. He hasn't really lived up to his contract. He did do some restructuring to make it a signing bonus.
Watson?
Yeah, Watson. What did I say?
Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Watson. Sorry, Jackson's been retired for several years. But so Deshaun Watson, he restructured his contract. He got it all in bonus money instead of a salary, so they have more space. It really they proved they have a good team. I mean, last year with Flacco coming off the couch, taking them to the playoffs, their team is good. So to me, if they're going to go to that next level, go to the Super Bowl, it's Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. One word to describe this team's season. Ooh, revenge on the Chiefs. It starts Thursday night football. They are going to beat the Chiefs like they should have last January to beat them in the AFC Championship, but that didn't happen. So it starts week 1 this Thursday. Kickoff. Let's go. Ravens.
Yeah, I mean,
revenge.
It is a revenge, and every game matters. But last year Detroit went into Kansas City and beat them that first game of the year,
mm-hmm.
and both teams ended up in their conference championships, but one made it to the Super Bowl and won, and that's the Chiefs. So, if the Chiefs lose week 1, it's not going to make a difference for them. Obviously, they went through that last year, but that does give the Ravens that confidence that they can beat the Chiefs. Maybe.
Yeah,
but we'll find out. Is it in Kansas City?
It is.
Yeah,
Thursday night.
The Buccaneers, my pick in the NFC South division.
NFC South, yeah.
I got a lot of flack for this, especially from Falcons fans. Like, what are you thinking? You picked the Falcons. So, but anyway, go prove it to me. I don't know if their quarterback's Achilles is healed up yet. He's such a nice guy. But the Buccaneers, in order for them to win a Super Bowl,
one word for the season.
One word. Injuries, and that's if all the other teams get injured. That's the only way the Buccaneers can win a Super Bowl. Injuries.
Perfect. So yeah, let's. I know we talked about our divisional picks. So with that, obviously, divisional picks, you make the playoffs, but then there's 3 wild card spots in the playoffs. So we figured let's just do our playoff.
Yeah, here's my division picks.
So, I mean, I don't know if let's just have you go first. What do you think is your NFC AFC wild card teams? 3 each.
Oh, I think pretty easy for me. In the NFC, I think the Rams are going to be a wild card. 49ers will win the division. I picked that earlier. I think the Rams are going to be even stronger than they were last year. I think they kind of snuck up on some people last year. But this year, I think they kind of have the confidence to know they're going to be pretty good. So I like the Rams to be one of the wild card spots. The Cowboys will be the wild card spot.
Yeah, since you have the Eagles. You were going back and forth on that.
I was. It's hard to determine who's going to win the division, but I think this year it's going to be the Eagles. They never have the same winner in the East. So it's always a different winner. So I'll take the Eagles. I did it right, and then I'll take Cowboys as the wild card. And then I already picked Detroit to win the division, and it was a toss-up again with the Packers. So the Packers will definitely be a wild card team. That's for the NFC. AFC, Bills. I picked the Jets to win the division. I think the Bills are right there. I think they're going to be a good team, so they'll be a wild card team. The Ravens will also be a wild card team because I took the Steelers and Russell Wilson to win the division. And I'm also going to take the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. This was a tough one to pick that last wild card spot.
Well, because last year, there was a point where we were thinking maybe all AFC South or AFC North teams were going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They were all like above 500.
Right there.
And
Cincinnati kind of fell off at the end, but
yeah, they still were 9-8.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the Browns as that final wild card spot. So who do you got?
So remind everyone who I picked for. Okay, so yeah, for the North, I got the Lions. South, Falcons. East, Eagles. West, Niners. So for the NFC, I was tossed up with the Lions and Packers, so I have Packers in. Same thing with the Eagles and Cowboys. I do have the Cowboys in. I know it's been kind of funny. The Cowboys kind of been having this drama fest going on right now with CeeDee Lamb signing, and then Jerry Jones right now is
Did he call himself the best owner in football or whatever?
And talking about Dak, how all this stuff that and really everyone's kind of zoning out on it. Like, who cares? So, but anyway, Cowboys will still get it. And then kind of my sweeper or sneaker into the playoffs, I'm going to go with the Seahawks as my NFC. I know you don't believe it.
Not yet. I gotta have it proved to me. I mean, I think they definitely have a team to do that, but
I think they're very talented.
Just haven't won their division, and that's what bothers me.
Yeah.
You got to win at home in your division.
Well, and I looking at the division too, Rams, like you said, with Aaron Donald being gone now, like who's going to be their defensive stop? So they might have to struggle there. Cardinals, it could be a good year for them if Murray is still healthy. But yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to sneak in. So and then for the AFC,
Before you go to the AFC, did I tell you about my vacuum cleaner?
Vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, no. It stopped working. My vacuum cleaner stopped working, and
this is a joke.
I found a cowboy sticker, and I put it on the vacuum.
And it started sucking again.
Yeah. So there you
go. So for the AFC, I have Ravens, Jaguars, Bills, Chiefs as your division winners. I think I was a toss-up with the Bills and the Dolphins, so they are in. I was toss-up with the Ravens and the Bengals, so they are in. And then as far as, I'm going to say it right now, you heard it first, the Broncos are going to make the playoffs. Because of Bo Nix. He's going to be, if not runner-up, rookie offensive player of the year, if not Jalen Daniels. But yeah, the Broncos are going to make the playoffs.
I'd like to be
in this streak. I need it.
I'd like to be the first to apologize for the Section 325 podcast. He's a homer. So yeah, he believes in his team. Just let him have it. I know it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Sure, when you look on paper and all the rankings, they have the Broncos sitting second to last, right before the Panthers. But we can only get better going from there. That's all I have to say. And so they have an easy, decent schedule. They have like 2 primetime games. So it's very, what's the word I should say? Just very normal for them. They can just routine, I should say. Just do your daily job day to day, and they can get it done. And I believe in Sean Payton. So,
well, I mean, you did pick the Seahawks and the Broncos. So. I hope you're right.
I hope you're right. I hope so.
So anyway, that's our show.
We have another one coming up. So
we're gonna carry over. We're gonna make it in 2 shows, so you guys don't have to watch so long.
We're gonna talk about the first week of games, and I do have the power rankings, my own power rankings out.
The Wolf power rankings.
First one of the year, guys. So let's just finish it off here.
Yeah.
And we'll get you a new one. So.
All right. That's Section 325. We'll see you guys next time.
Second half.